Chapter 1. The Invitation. In the golden heart of Dubai, where the sun hits the skyline like fire on diamonds, a mysterious invitation went viral. The sender? Zaid Al Farid, a young billionaire known for eccentric challenges, pet cheetahs, and private islands that float. But this time, Zaid upped the stakes. Pet my lion, win 1,000,000. Leave with a story or leave with nothing, Zaid. The challenge spread like wildfire across the globe. Influencers, daredevils, and thrill seekers from every corner of the planet booked flights instantly. Meanwhile, in a small town in Jamaica, a humble but daring 17-year-old named Tariq saw the post pop up on his cracked phone screen. Yo, I pet my grandma's angry goat every morning. How bad can a lion be? Tariq grinned. He clicked apply. Chapter 2. Arrival at the Golden Palace. The moment Tariq's plane landed in Dubai, he knew life had just leveled up. The airport was swarming with influencers and daredevils, everyone wearing designer sunglasses and fake confidence. Paparazzi drones buzzed above like flies on a golden date. A golden Rolls-Royce Phantom, yes, solid gold, pulled up with no driver. The back door opened automatically, and an AI voice spoke. Welcome, challenger destination, the Golden Palace. Tariq grinned. Aight then. Let's go see this lion. The Golden Palace was beyond imagination. Floating waterfalls, a rooftop racetrack, and robotic falcons that served drinks. It sat in the middle of the Dubai desert like a kingdom from a dream. Zaid Al Farid finally appeared. Long black robes, designer sunglasses at night, and a pet jaguar on a diamond leash. He stood on a massive balcony overlooking the competitors. Welcome to the $1 Million Lion Challenge. Touch the lions and leave with $1 million. But if the lion senses fear, you're disqualified. The crowd went silent. Just then, a golden gate opened behind him, and out stepped the lion. Not just any lion. King Malik, 600 pounds of raw muscle, amber eyes that could see your soul, and a mane that looked like it was groomed by angels. The air got tight. Even the rich kids with six-pack abs and 50 million TikTok followers backed up. Tariq, he leaned forward, whispering, me never seen a lion like that in me life, but my ready. Chapter 3. The First Attempt. Fear in the Air. The first contestant was a famous American YouTuber named Dax Savage, known for jumping off rooftops and eating tarantulas on live streams. Wearing a muscle shirt that said, "Fear is a myth," he walked confidently toward the lion's enclosure. Cameras zoomed in, drones hovered. The world held its breath. King Malik sat in silence, watching, waiting. Dax raised his hand to pet the lion. The moment his fingers hovered an inch above Malik's mane, the lion let out a roar so loud it shook the palace glass. Dax screamed like a toddler, tripped over his Gucci slides, and sprinted backward like a cartoon. The crowd burst out laughing. The lion smelled your fear. Everyone gasped, except one guy who was too busy eating nachos. That guy was Kevin, a short, chubby Jamaican Torontonian with a bucket hat, a squeaky voice, and zero business being there. He wasn't rich, he wasn't famous. He just won a free flight through a TikTok comment section. Tariq stared at him like, what are you doing here? Kevin licked cheese dust off his fingers and grinned. Midea fi the lion, bro, and the million.
Enjoying the video, correct? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Please leave your feedback, hit like, share the content.
Chapter 4. The Secret Behind the Lion. That night, the palace sparkled under the Dubai moonlight. Fire dancers performed by the infinity pool, while gourmet chefs served gold-dusted sushi and camel milk smoothies. But Tariq wasn't partying. He couldn't shake the roar of the lion, or the look in its eyes. While everyone else was watching Kevin belly flop into a pool yelling, "One member splash," Tariq wandered down a quiet hallway of the palace, where the music faded and tension thickened. That's when he heard them. Two voices, behind a frosted glass door labeled restricted. No one must know what Malik is. Unknown voice. Vet. This isn't a game, Zaid. You've tampered with nature. He's not just a lion anymore. He's something else. Tariq held his breath. His heart pounded like a war drum. Zaid. If anyone finds out, the bet is off. My legacy, gone. We keep Malik under control. No more surprises. Understood? Suddenly, silence. Then, who's there? Tariq froze, backed away, then sprinted silently down the corridor, slipping behind a curtain just as a security bot rolled past. Oh, and the next morning, everything was normal again, or so it seemed. A new challenge was announced. Round 2, the cage test. This time, the participants would step inside the enclosure, one by one, and sit for 10 seconds while Malik walked around them. Only the brave could continue. The rest would be eliminated. The crowd gasped. Someone dropped their iced latte. Kevin? He was eating shawarma and said, "Awa? Me just reach and Unu want me dead already?" Tariq pulled him aside. "Kev, I heard something last night. This lion, he's not normal. They did something to him. Maybe science, maybe worse." Kevin squinted. Like, robot lion? Or demon lion? Tariq nodded slowly, maybe both. Kevin looked at the lion, then at his sandwich. "Mina know if $1 million worth dat, you know?" Chapter 5, Into the Lion's Den. The Dubai sun was blazing, but it wasn't the heat making people sweat. Contestants stood frozen in front of the lion's enclosure, a massive glass chamber with golden bars, shimmering sand, and one very real, very unpredictable lion pacing in silence. Zaid, dressed in a snow-white robe with golden embroidery, raised his hand to quiet the murmurs. Round 2, the cage test. Each of you will enter the enclosure and sit, while Malik roams freely. 10 seconds, no fear. No movement, no tricks. Survive that, and you're one step closer to the million. Gasps echoed through the crowd. Kevin started fake coughing into his sleeve. "Oi, sudden chest cold, me Chiago in day today." Tariq elbowed him, half laughing, half praying. First up, a Russian freediver named Katya Storm. Calm, confident, eyes like ice. She stepped in without hesitation. The door slammed shut behind her. Malik stopped pacing. His amber eyes locked onto her. For 10 brutal seconds, he circled, sniffed, stared. Then he sat. Zaid smiled, passed. The crowd clapped, nervous, light applause like they weren't sure they were watching bravery or a funeral audition. Right next, a bodybuilder from LA failed. Flinched on second 7, disqualified. Third, a social media prankster. Cried on the floor before Malik even moved. Disqualified. One by one, the group thinned out. Then, it was Kevin's turn. Kevin B. flashed across the screen in bold letters. He froze mid-bite of a falafel wrap. Wait. Me now? Tariq nodded. You got this, bro. Kevin took off his bucket hat, kissed it like a goodbye letter, and waddled toward the cage. Inside the enclosure, the silence was unreal. Malik watched him, head tilted. Kevin sat down cross-legged like he was in kindergarten class. "Me knew want no trouble, boss lion. Just passing through." Malik walked over, sniffed him, paused. Then did something unexpected. He purred. Like a giant house cat, the crowd gasped. Even Zaid's eyes narrowed. "Interesting," he whispered. Kevin, wide-eyed, whispered back to the lion, "Me tell ya, me spirit clean and passed." Then last up for the day, Tariq. He stepped in, heart pounding like a drumline. Malik turned. For the first time, his eyes glowed faintly blue. Just for a second, Tariq sat. Still, steady. Malik approached slowly. Circled, sniffed. Stared into Tariq's eyes like he was reading his past. Then growled, loud, but not aggressive. 10 seconds passed. But something changed in that moment. As Tariq left the cage, he whispered to himself, "This lion, he knows me." Chapter 6, Secrets in the Sand. That night, while most of the contestants were sipping mango mocktails and uploading lion selfies to Instagram, Tariq couldn't sleep. The way Malik had looked at him, not like prey, not like a challenge, but like an old memory. He left his luxury suite quietly, following his instincts. The Golden Palace was silent except for the distant hum of the desert wind. He wandered past the training arena, the Falcon Towers, the spa with gold-tiled bathtubs, and found himself near the Royal Sand Garden, a restricted zone. A plaque read, "Site of the lost oasis of Ramal al-Assad, the sand of the lion." His eyes narrowed. There, half buried in the soft desert sand, he saw it. A stone carving. Worn by time but unmistakable, a symbol of a lion with glowing eyes and a strange scar on its front paw. Tariq's heart skipped. It was the same scar Malik had. He traced the symbol with his fingers. As he touched the lion's eye, the sand shifted beneath him. Whoosh, he dropped into a hidden underground chamber. By inside, darkness. Then torchlight flickered on automatically. Carvings lined the walls, ancient symbols, stories, and pictures. Lions with golden eyes, humans bowing before them. A tribe with markings on their skin, and in the center, a warrior who looked just like him. Tariq's breath caught. What is this? Suddenly a voice echoed behind him. You were never supposed to find this. It was Zaid. But his tone was different, less billionaire, more guardian of a secret. You don't know who you are, do you? Tariq stood. You better start explaining. Zaid stepped forward, placing a hand on the wall. Long ago, there was a warrior tribe that could bond with lions, protectors of the desert. They were wiped out, all but one. He looked Tariq dead in the eyes. You are that one. Just then, a tremor shook the chamber. Malik, above ground, let out a deafening roar that echoed through the sand. Tariq and Zaid looked up. Zaid whispered, he knows, he remembers, and now so do you.
Enjoying the video, correct? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Please leave your feedback, hit like, share the content.
Chapter 7. The Bond Awakens. The morning sun bled red over the Dubai desert. Contestants gathered for what was supposed to be a relaxing recovery day. Camel yoga, meditation with desert monks, but the vibes were off, even Kevin noticed. Why'd a lion look like him a plan world domination? He asked, pointing at Malik, who now sat unnaturally still, eyes locked on Tariq across the training field. Tariq couldn't explain it, but something inside him had shifted. He saw colors more vividly, heard the desert wind whispering like words, and when he made eye contact with Malik, he didn't feel fear anymore. He felt connection. That afternoon, Zaid pulled him aside. The bond is waking up just like the prophecy said. That scar on Malik's paw? It's not just a wound. It's a symbol of protection, a mark given only to the guardian lions of the ancient bloodline. Your bloodline, Tariq blinked. So what does that mean? I own a lion now? Zaid chuckled. It means you and Malik are becoming one. You feel what he feels. If he's threatened, you'll feel the rage. Just then, alarms blared across the palace. A security drone zipped into view. Intruder alert! Unauthorized aircraft landing on North Helipad. Everyone looked up. Descending through the golden haze, a matte black stealth helicopter with silver dragon emblems. It landed hard. The door hissed open. Out stepped a tall woman in a crimson suit with black gloves, gold heels, and the confidence of a Bond villain. Tell Zaid Madame Vale has arrived. Zaid's face went pale. No, not her. Kevin whispered. Me spirit just left me body. Who is Madame Vale? She strutted forward, eyes scanning the group like prey. You're all playing games with a lion, cute. But I'm here to buy the whole game. She threw down a steel case. $5 million, Zaid, give me Malik, or I'll take him. Malik roared furiously from his enclosure, almost teleporting from one end to the other. His fury was unmatched, and then Tariq clutched his chest. A burning sensation, the same rage Malik felt, was surging in him. His eyes flashed gold for a moment. Everyone turned, even Madame Vale froze. Oh, she said slowly, you must be the heir. Chapter 8. The Heir versus the Dragon. The air around Madame Vale felt wrong. Cold, calculated, and full of menace. Her offer sat on the desert floor, a steel case filled with money that could buy a city block. But Zaid didn't move. Tariq stood still too, staring at her like she wasn't just a threat, but something familiar. What do you want with Malik? He asked. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. Let's just say, I don't like leaving unfinished business. Your lion's bloodline killed my father, 50 years ago in this very desert. The crowd gasped. Kevin nearly dropped his mango smoothie. Zaid stepped forward, voice low and serious. Her father was General Vale. He tried to enslave the guardian lions and bind them to military contracts. He almost wiped them out, until the last bonded warrior stopped him. Tariq blinked. Wait, Zaid nodded. Your grandfather, and Madame Vale snapped her fingers. Bam! The helicopter's cargo bay opened. Two massive doors dropped to the sand, and out stepped something grotesque, a lion-dragon hybrid, Jet black scales, glowing red eyes, metal-plated claws, and a long serpent-like tail. Its breath steamed in the desert heat. I call him Rays created from stolen Guardian DNA. Designed to destroy yours, Malik roared from his enclosure, a sound that cracked glass. He paced like a caged storm, and Tariq felt his fury building inside him like thunder. Then it happened. Tariq collapsed to one knee. Gold light sparked from his chest. His hands burned, his breath shortened. Zaid whispered, stunned, "The full bond, it's awakening." Suddenly, Malik's enclosure shattered. Not from outside force, but from within. He walked out side by side with Tariq. No cage, no leash, no fear. Malik wasn't a pet anymore. He was an extension of Tariq's soul. The contestants cleared a path. The wind kicked up. Even the sand seemed to pull away from the lion as he stepped forward. Madame Vale smiled, finally. "The last Lionaire versus my creation. Let's end this bloodline," she snapped. Rays charged. A cyclone of dust and fury tore through the field as the beasts collided. Malik moved with kingly precision, but Rays was unpredictable. Claws like swords, eyes like fire. The two titans roared and clawed and collided like gods in a forgotten myth. Tariq felt every blow. He gritted his teeth and focused, channeling Malik's energy, moving in sync with his every dodge, bite, and roar. "We fight together," he whispered. And then, Tariq's palm began to glow. A glowing lion symbol etched itself into his skin. "This is the final piece," Zaid said. "Use it, finish this." Tariq raised his hand, Malik howled. A golden pulse of energy blasted from the lion, slamming into Rays, knocking the hybrid back with a bone-rattling thud. Boom, Rays fell, unconscious. Vale stared in shock. "No, not again." Tariq took a step forward, Malik beside him. "You built a monster, I am the legacy." Chapter 9. The price of power viral. That's what it became. Tariq and Malik's battle with Rays was everywhere. TikToks with 8 million views overnight. Hashtags like "Warner Lionaire," "Warn Dubai Lion Fight," and "Warn the Real Lion King" trended globally. News anchors argued whether it was magic, science, or just the wildest billionaire stunt of all time. Even Kevin got interviewed by BBC. "My just once say, might it always believe in de lion, you hear? Lion to de world." But while the internet celebrated, the world's elite saw something else. Power, governments, CEOs, military generals. They all wanted to know the same thing. How do we get our own bonded lion? Zaid's compound became a fortress overnight. Drones circled above. Offers rolled in. Some legit, others shady. One man from Silicon Valley offered $300 million for just a sample of Malik's blood. Another offered Tariq his own country. Tariq started to feel the walls closing in. Even some of the contestants changed. No more jokes, no more lion selfies, just tight smiles and suspicious eyes. One night, Zaid called him to the rooftop. "You're becoming more than a legend now, Tariq. You're a symbol, and that makes you dangerous." Tariq looked over the glowing city of Dubai, Malik beside him. "So what do we do? Just disappear?" Zaid shook his head. "You either lead, or the world will try to own you." Just then, Malik growled low. His ears flicked. Eyes locked on something in the distance. A black van, no lights, no plates. Tariq's instincts flared. It was a trap. Seconds later, an explosion rocked the compound. Zaid shouted, "Get to the sanctuary!" "Protect the pride," guards scattered. Drones fell from the sky, and out of the smoke stepped a new enemy, a shadowy squad in desert camo, the Obsidian Order, a rogue group that once hunted guardian beasts in secret. Their leader spoke through a voice modulator. "Hand over the lion, or we take him by force." Tariq clenched his fists. Malik snarled beside him, golden eyes glowing like suns. "You came to take a lion?" He took a deep breath, heart sinking with his bond. "You woke up the wrong pride." Boom! Tariq leapt from the rooftop, not falling but landing beside Malik like it was rehearsed. The bond was complete now. Mind, spirit, instinct. The battle for the future of the Guardian Lions was about to begin.
Enjoying the video, correct? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Please leave your feedback, hit like, share the content.
The Golden Palace was burning. Spotlights carved the night sky, sirens wailed. The Obsidian Order flooded the compound. Elite hunters, weapons drawn, scanning for one target, Malik. But they weren't prepared for what they found. Tariq stood in the middle of the battlefield, cloaked in wind and gold dust. Beside him, Malik, radiating power, no longer a lion but a living myth. You'll leave with a legend. The Order laughed, guns clicked. Drones swarmed, then Tariq whistled. And from the dunes, they came. Every lion in Zayd's sanctuary, mothers, cubs the old. The battle-scarred, they encircled the Order, eyes glowing in unison. A living wall of golden sand. This isn't just one lion, Zayd said, stepping from the shadows. This is the Pride Eternal. You forgot one thing. You don't tame lions. You honor them. The battle erupted. A hurricane of claws, roars, and light. Malik moved like lightning, dodging bullets and disabling enemies without killing them. Tariq fought like a warrior reborn, hands glowing, his bond with Malik giving him the reflexes of a god. Kevin, wearing night vision goggles he definitely didn't know how to use, yelled, "Yo! We in Wakanda now or some?" Zayd battled the Obsidian leader, a genetically enhanced beast of a man. But something was off. He was changing, his body morphing. Zayd turned to Tariq and shouted, "He took the serum!" From the lost vault. The leader's voice boomed, "I am the lion now!" But Malik stepped forward. "No!" Tariq whispered, sinking with him. "You're just a man pretending to roar." Tariq leapt onto Malik's back, and together they charged. Clash. Shockwave. Silence. The leader fell, unconscious, defeated by something stronger than science or greed. He was defeated by legacy. The aftermath, the Obsidian Order was exposed. Their crimes revealed to the world. The sanctuary was declared sacred land, protected by international law. Tariq stood before the press, cameras flashing, the world hanging on his every word. He looked at Malik. This began as a billionaire's bet, but it ended as a calling. Malik doesn't belong in a cage. He belongs in the wind, in the roar of the desert, and in the hearts of those who still believe in something wild, pure, and proud. Then Tariq turned to Malik and did the unthinkable. He unbound the bond. Gold light shimmered between them, then slowly faded. "You're free now," he said softly. Malik stared, then nuzzled Tariq's chest one last time and vanished into the desert. Year later. Tariq now runs the Guardian Foundation, protecting rare wildlife and ancient bonds around the world. Kevin has a podcast called Real Talk with the Lion Guy. Zayd retired in peace. And sometimes, when the desert wind is just right and the night sky is clear, you can hear a lion roar far away, echoing across the dunes. Not a threat, not a cry, just a reminder the king still watches. The end.